HQ presents A Mother's Sacrifice by Gemma Metcalfe. Read by Anna Cordell. Prologue. The woman's nightdress blew against her bare legs as she made her way towards the bridge. The voices inside her head continued to taunt her, an acidic sewer of hate which over the past 4 weeks had eaten away at her sanity, grinding her down to nothing but flesh and bone. She laughed out loud into the black abyss of the night sky, knowing that soon their mocking words would die on their cruel lips, like the final smirk of a guilty prisoner on death row. Outwardly her body continued to play the game, her top and bottom teeth clamping together, the cold November night stiffening the muscles in her arms and legs. She blew out a knot of fear, watched in awe as it kissed the freezing air in front of her, physically morphing itself into something tangible, before slowly evaporating away to nothing. The child in her arms began to stir. She responded by gently pushing him into the softness of her chest, his shock of red hair tickling the underbelly of her chin. He began to suckle her neck, hunger morphing his nasally snuffle into a raspy moan. "Shh, baby," she cooed into his ear. "Everything will be all right." As she stepped onto the bridge, the storm intensified, the force almost knocking her off her feet. Rain continued to hammer down on top of her, the wind cutting it through the sky at an odd angle. At 3 a.m. the bridge was deserted, the only sound coming from the angry outbursts of the swollen River Dee below, which threatened to burst its banks. Climbing over the railings was somewhat fiddly, especially while trying to keep hold of the baby. He squirmed beneath her, his podgy fist grasping hold of her soaked auburn hair, yanking it down and almost pulling it from its roots. She held tightly to the railing as she leaned over the river, her arm twisted behind her at an uncomfortable angle. Her free hand rested itself on the baby's back, his warm body heating her palm. The voices inside her head began to intensify, a choir of heckles rising and falling in response to the conductor's orders. "Death! Where is your sting?" Lifting her head up to the night sky, she loosened her grip on the railing. In a matter of seconds, it would all be over. Chapter 1. Louisa, 2014 to now. "Oh God, no! Please, no!" I clamped my teeth together and squeezed my eyes shut as the all-too-familiar dull ache wraps itself around my abdomen and lower back, my uterus compressing under what can only be described as the steely jaws of a mechanical vice. "Come on, Louisa, you can do it!" My husband James squeezes my hand at the exact same moment the ache gives way to a searing hot pain, which slices my insides in half, bringing forth a scream which strips the skin from my throat. "No, really, I can't! You'll have to do it for me!" A nasally snort flies out of his nose. "I'm glad you find this amusing." "Sorry," he says, peeling back his grin. "You know I would if I could." "As if! You still think man flu's a thing!" Grabbing hold of the plastic mouthpiece from the gas and air, I shove it into my mouth and suck. Why did I want a baby so much? Why, oh why, oh why? "Come on now, Louisa." The familiar brusque tone of the midwife severs my thoughts. "The head's almost out. Another big push now, right into your bottom. You can do it." "No, I can't. Why does everybody keep saying that?" I bring the mouthpiece out of my mouth, just long enough to try and make the midwife understand that I really am dying. It's only now I realise she isn't the same one who gave me the gas and air a few hours ago, nor is she the one who induced me yesterday morning. This one is short and stocky, and, judging by her gravelly voice, smokes around 60 fags a day. "You need to make this stop!" Fat tears roll down my cheeks as I ready myself for the next contraction. "I'm actually going to die. Please don't..."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?